Good morning. It's day 149, July 15th. It's about 5:30 in the morning, and that's looking south. I just walked up a couple tenths of a mile from Sidney Tappen campsite where I stayed last night. There's a nice spring there, by the way, if you're coming north. At least this time of year, there's plenty of water. And the poet, the owner of Shaw's Hostel, told us that the climb up Whitecap was not too bad, which I'm doing right now. And it's exciting because this is the last mountain we'll have to climb before Katahdin, because after we come down off this, it flattens out for about 50 miles until you get to Katahdin. So I'm coming up here, I'm thinking, yes, poet's right, it's not too bad. I turn this corner, and we're going up. So, hey, like I said, it's the Appalachian Trail. There's nothing easy about it. So, more pictures when we get up top. Until then, this is Reboot heading north. This is the view from the top of Whitecap Mountain. It's awfully hazy today. Afraid it's going to be a hot one, and I'm afraid we won't be able to see Katahdin. This is the last 3,000 footer before Katahdin. This is supposed to be the viewpoint where you can see Katahdin, and it's supposed to be to the north. And according to my compass, that is north. I don't think that's Katahdin that you can see. I think it's probably, I can see something, I know it's like a white streak. You probably won't be able to see it. The camera probably won't pick it up, but it's just too hazy off in the distance. It's a little after 1 o'clock. I'm here at Cooper Brook Falls lean-to. I'm sitting in the lean-to currently. Just had lunch, and over there's the falls. I'll take you for a closer look here in a second. Just having a good day to start out with, even though I didn't really like climbing Whitecap or coming down it. But once I got down, I thought I was done climbing mountains, and turns out I wasn't. But before I get to that topic, I got down to the bottom of Whitecap, crossed the road, and it was like a mile and a half maybe from the next lean-to, and I got stung by a bee right on the knuckle. And I wasn't bushwhacking, I wasn't going to a spring, I wasn't going to a privy, I was right on the main part of the trail. And just moving along at a pretty good clip, and all of a sudden I just felt the sting in my knuckle. And now my hand's swollen up. Got me right here on this knuckle. And if you can see the little red dot, you can't. But right here on this knuckle. But this is a pretty normal reaction for me when I get a bee sting. I don't carry an EpiPen. I used to get stung a lot when I was a kid because I grew up in a rural area, and I was always outside playing in the grass. And you know, I get like a little dime-sized welt, but nothing like this. But now that I've gotten middle-aged, I go for years without being stung. But sometimes when I'm doing yard work, I'll get stung by a wasp, or if I let the grass in the backyard go too long, sometimes I run over a yellow jacket's nest. But you know, it did not help my day at all. Not because it hurt, just because now I have to deal with this swelling and wait for it to go down. I mean, it's blowing up like a balloon. I can still move my hand pretty well. it's not gotten into my wrist or arm, so hopefully it'll just stay in the back of my hand. Front of the hand seems to be okay. But then after that happened, I crossed I think it was the east branch of the Pleasant River, and it started raining. And it rained on me for, I don't know, about an hour or so as I was going up Little Boardman or Little Board Member Mountain, which is like a 2,000-foot mountain. And I wasn't really in the mood to climb it, being in the rain and my hands swollen up. But I did find a nice spring up there, got a couple of liters of water. But once I came down from that, that's finally when the trail got easier. It leveled out, not as many rocks or roots, kind of like walking on old fire roads or something like that. So the trail's gotten better. The sun's come back out. I figured it would get hot and humid, but actually the temperature stayed pretty pleasant. So the actual hiking is fine. It's just an issue of dealing with this swollen hand. So I don't have any Benadryl or any Stingies with me, except for what I have in my Leave PM, and I don't want to take that right now. So, all right, we're going to go over here and look at these cascades. You won't be able to hear me, so I won't be doing any talking. Probably one of the nicest water features I've seen at a shelter on the whole trail. Of course, I haven't been to all of them, but this is a swimming hole here if you're so inclined. But I got exactly 8 miles to go to Antlers campsite, which I hear is really nice, and it's about 1 o'clock, so I'm going to get going here and I'll show you that when we get there. So I'm walking along here between Joe Mary Road and Antlers campsite, and I come across these big blue barrels, and it's trail magic from a Boy Scout troop. Trail magic brought to you by BSA Troop 61, Rentham, Maine. Please only take one item. We want this to benefit as many through hikers as possible. And it's a whole can of stuff. And I'm going to take the trail magic, so I'm going to pick one item. Thanks, guys. This is going to be the wrap-up video for day 149. I'm at Antlers campsite. I have my tent set up right here on this tent pad. That path goes down to the AT. And this is lower Joe Mary Lake. And this is a really nice campsite. It's on a little peninsula that goes out in the lake. My day got better. I crossed Joe Mary Road and, as you know, came across the trail magic and then got to see the moose. Huge moose. And then I got here and had 3 bars of service and was able to call my wife and call my friend that's coming to pick me up and make sure we're still on schedule, and message another guy who's coming to meet me to summit with me on Wednesday, and got some texts from people that I'd hiked with who summited already. Hungry Cat and Landfill. Landfill summited today, and Hungry Cat a few days before that. So those guys are already off trail and on the way home. And hopefully I will be soon as well. But before that, I'm going to take in this beautiful scenery right here, this lower Joe Mary Lake. Alright, that's going to be it for day 149. Till tomorrow, it's all good in the woods. What the heck is that? Is that a moose?